Oh, hey there, GI Nation. I'm your host, Crystal Leven, and you're watching GI Weekly, your #1 source for everything bodybuilding. This week, we're counting down the top bodybuilders who happen to have celebrity doppelgangers. Which bodybuilder has the best high-profile celebrity lookalike? Find out right now. Number 6, Mike Mentzer and Tom Selleck. It all comes down to the mustache. There were a lot of bodybuilders rocking thick mustaches back in the day, but no one could really match that iconic Selleck look quite like Mike Mentzer. Number 5, Corey Matthews and Busta Rhymes. At a quick glance, if you saw Corey Matthews on stage, you might actually mistake him for an extremely jacked Busta Rhymes, especially when he starts flexing and posing on stage. His face almost becomes an exact replica for the superstar rapper. Number 4, Tony Pearson and Michael Jackson. Yes, it's true that Michael Jackson looked a whole lot different depending on what year you're looking at, but put Tony Pearson in the iconic Thriller jacket and you have a bodybuilder-sized version of the King of Pop. Number 3, Phil Heath and Kurt Angle. Okay, so this one might seem like a bit of a stretch at first. It's definitely not something that jumps right out at you. But when you compare Phil Heath side by side with Kurt Angle, it will suddenly click. These guys are almost identical. Number 2, Frank Zane and Sylvester Stallone. This one might seem like another stretch until you look at the right era. But when we look at any still of Stallone from the Rambo franchise, all we see is a gravelly voiced version of Frank Zane. So Frank, if you're looking for a Halloween costume for this year, we suggest donning the bandana and machine gun. He kind of looks like Dustin Hoffman too. And the number 1 bodybuilder doppelgangers are Callum Von Moger and Arnold Schwarzenegger. This one is a bit of a cheat since Arnold is both a celebrity and former bodybuilder, but this similarity is just too perfect to ignore. Often called Arnold 2.0, Callum exudes the classic physique and overall look of Schwarzenegger in his prime. Callum often says he doesn't want to be defined as Arnold 2.0, but rather on his own merits. That's perfectly fine, but we can never unsee the similarities, giving him the #1 spot on our list. Well, that's it for our bodybuilding celebrity doppelganger list. We're sure there are tons of other lookalikes we couldn't get on this list, so feel free to hit us up in the comments or on Facebook and Twitter with your best suggestions. Who do I look like? Be nice. You can also subscribe to our official YouTube channel for the latest updates on all things bodybuilding. Until next time, I'm Crystal Leven, and stay pumped. So there's no better time to count down the best pro bikini butts of 2016. Who will stand tall as #1 this year? Let's get to it and find out. Number 5, Tiffany Uriah, an up-and-coming pro who just recently landed a qualifying spot for this year's Olympia. You may also know her from the latest season of our show, Bikini Diaries. So if you want to see inside info on how she perfects her butt, just tune into Bikini Diaries every Monday.